In the last episode, one of the major items we received was the Lava Battle Staff from the Lava Dragons. The reason this item is so good is because we can finally use Fire Strike without having to spend money on fire runes, but to equip it we will need 30 attack, so the first thing we're doing right off the bat is upgrading our melee weapon from the Black Dagger to the Steel Sword. Not a massive upgrade, but almost double the melee strength, so definitely worth it. Plus it's free, you can get it right off the ground. So I do have a few options of where I can train these early combat levels, and my first inclination was to come over to these thugs. The drop table seemed pretty promising, but the one drawback was that they would hit me way too much on my garbage gear, and I'm not trying to burn off my food to something that I don't really need to do, so I'm gonna go over to something a bit spicier. I also had giant rats in mind right by the Crazy Archaeologist. The problem is that they only drop raw meat, which is nice because you can sustain yourself by simply cooking them on a fire, but they always drop the same two items every single time, bones and raw rat meat. Plus their HP level is quite low, so once they start hitting 4s and 5s, it'll just not be AFK/efficient to train here. I think I just found a game-breaking bug. This random event is not a genie. Okay, so I just thought of a way better way I could be training these early levels. Since we unlocked Protect from Magic last episode, why don't we just use this at the Dark Wizards? Plus they actually have drops that are quite useful, which I can use in the future, and their health isn't too low to the point where one-shotting them will be a problem, so this is just a really nice monster to kill. Ooh, nice little magic upgrade coming in. Wizard Hat only gives +2 mage bonus, but it is the best thing we can use before we get our hands on the Mystic Hat. Call me Harry Potter, boys. Black Robe, another nice piece of magic gear that we can use. Again, doesn't give me much bonus, but now we have a total of +5 magic, so it's gonna help with some splashing. There it is, 30 attack coming in many Dark Wizards later. Our inventory is looking a lot different than it did around an hour ago. Now that we have the Lava Battle Staff unlocked, we don't have to use fire runes for Fire Strike, and we can kill the lava dragons without having to spend as much money as we did. To get early defense levels, I'll be training on defensive casting, and I also need that Protect from Missiles and melee, so I will be getting those lava dragon bones to the Chaos Altar for those prayer levels. Also hoping I can land myself some alchemy drops, and potentially the rune axe, which will speed up woodcutting in the future. We just got the budget Visage, the rune kite shield, very nice. That's going to sell for a lot of money to rebuy runes. I'm not going to use it this early on into the game. I don't even have 40 defense, but very nice to see. It's one of the best drops you can receive. It's always beautiful to see you land the 3000 GP drop over the 60 GP one, I think. It's our first Rune Knight bolt drop. We're going to be saving all of these because when we get the rune crossbow, these are going to be the best bolts we can use besides broad bolts, which are going to be made in the future from the Slayer Master. Okay, back-to-back rune bolts. Yes, let's go. Adamant plate body. Don't think I'm actually going to be using it though. I probably will just sell it to the shop. Time to use all the bones we got on the altar here. Well, somebody did slay us at the Chaos Altar. I didn't have the recorder on. Thing is, we did use all of our bones, so I'm not too worried about that. And we did keep the rune kite shield plus the adamant plate, which are the most important items. Alright, pizza supplies are looking quite low. We have 1 left, so we're gonna go run some Pizza Simulator in the wilderness, and that is looting bag 3026. I just realized I forgot to bring GP with me to buy the pizza dough from the store, so we're just going to loot some steel plate legs and then sell them to the general store. These are actually quite nice. They aren't as populated as steel plate bodies, and they still sell for a decent bit. Plus they're right beside the bandit camp. Selling just around 3 a world got us up to 5000 GP. Very impressed because that only took me like 8 minutes. Just going to open the map to show you what I mean. See, it's literally right beside where we're going to be making the pizzas. Yet again, we've spotted another brother. At 45 cooking, we unlock the ability to make meat pizzas, which heal 18 as opposed to the 14 that regular pizzas heal, and they're very easy to make. You just need to add cooked meat onto a plain pizza. Many world hops later, finally done 45 cooking. We get 143 EXP a world, assuming we don't burn the pizza, so you can imagine how many world hops that is, but there it is, meat pizza. Let's start gathering some cooked rat meat. Man, when you spend 2.5 hours hopping worlds to unlock a piece of content, you're just so excited to get right to it, so I kicked a rat, and we made our first meat pizza. Awesome. A food that heals 18, and something we'll be using for a very, very long time. So now we have 126 plain pizzas that can all be converted into meat pizza by simply just adding the cooked rat meat. So we're gonna go get a couple and make about half of these into meat pizzas. Now the process for doing this is as tedious as it looks because we have to kill a rat and then make a fire, cook the raw rat meat off the ground, and then add it to the pizza, and the fires do run out quite quick since they are normal logs. Shout out to this dude for noticing us. It ain't a genie, but when you're restricted to an area and you have limited food, sometimes the Drunken Dwarf does come in quite handy. That, my friends, is a full looting bag of cooked meat and a full inventory of meat pizza. So I don't know if I'm going to do another inventory of these. Kind of want to get to some content here, but yeah, let's add all these cooked meat to the pizzas in our bank. Alright, we have 54 food that heals 18. Very nice. We're going to be taking all of these big ticket items I got off the lava dragons and selling them for gold because it is something we do need at the moment. Plus, I can always just get these back later on. Alright, 63k. It's very nice. It's going to buy us a lot of runes. Currently, to move forward with Slayer, I have to kill 84 Anku. Slayer is going to be a huge part in this entire series, as I will be able to unlock the Slayer staff at 55 Slayer. This will allow us to use the magic dart spell, which is very good, especially when we hit 75 magic and we can enchant our Slayer staff and use the enhanced version, which will be hitting north of 23s, which will be very, very useful for the future. Right before we head over to Ankus to do our Slayer task, I just want to finish what we started at Lava Dragons and get that Protect from Missiles so that we can do the Crazy Archaeologist. And I also wanted to reach 20 defense, which we just got. We can now use Mystic Armor. Alright, so I always do this. I always bring one Mind Rune to one Air Rune when using Fire Strike, so we just ran out of casts. Unfortunately, we won't have enough casts to finish another kill, but looting bag looks alright. Some decent stuff I can sell to the general store. All that matters though are all the bones in our inventory, and there's just a guy there. Pretty sus. I'm really hoping these can get us up to 40 range. They should. Burning Amulet on the ground. Somebody just died here. Hopefully we don't die again doing this, but there's 39 prayer and 40 prayer done. Protect from range unlocked. Amazing, amazing level. Just found someone having more fun than all of us on this game. Alright, time to smash out this Anku task. We have 1600 fire strikes, and safe spotting these is going to be quite horrendous. Like, I literally have to use this stump here. For every single kill, there are 2 Ankus out of the, 80 in the cemetery that I can lure up here. There's probably another safe spot, but this one works for me, so just going to be using it for the entire task. Would have much preferred an emblem, but I'll take it. Well, that's okay. We'll just get a mysterious emblem 6 kills later, I guess. Now, the Anku drops aren't too exciting. We've got a lot of dark fishing bait, which I'll never use, but I collect it anyways. We also got a weapon poison. Pretty interesting drop. What a huge level coming in at 55 magic, unlocking the high alchemy spell. Now we basically have a bandit store on the go, as we can just high alch our drops with the nature runes we've collected. So we ran out of runes. We have 3 Ankus left. This is all the loot. The only thing I really care about are the blood and death runes, as those are going to be extremely useful for future content. I'm going to be using money on chaos runes because I do want to kill a couple Crazy Archaeologists, as I did promise you guys I would kill this boss. Maybe we'll get lucky enough to get a rune crossbow or one of the shards, or even a power amulet, as that is a very useful amulet for us. Third Slayer task complete, ending off with the blood rune drop. Let's go see what our next one will be. Alright, let's see what she gives us. If you want to ruin my day, Crystalia, go ahead and give me some black dragons. 55 Revenants. That is going to be content. That's actually such a nice task. Crossbow incoming? No, but realistically, the Revenant task is going to be done on mainly the Revenant imps, because Rev Caves are just an absolute nightmare. The Lava Battle Staff is our best in slot weapon, so we're going to be crushing imps. And I don't know if I should do this Scald or Unscald, because when you are Scald in the wilderness, you do get an extra chance at the rare drop table. Man, being Scald makes PKers just want to kill you so much more. But this guy actually just left me. He hit me like twice, so I had no risk. And we managed to actually get our first imp kill. This could have been the crossbow, but it was just Revenant Ether. After about 3 imps, we got nothing. Now, I did suicide to the Revenant Demon because I realized my combat stats were just too low, and we're gonna have to get them up before we proceed with this task so that we can one-hit the imps. Now, because I want to do Revenant while being Skulled to increase my chance of getting one of the big drops, I'm going to be dying a lot in the Revenant caves, and to get back I have to walk all the way from Lumbridge up to the Revenant cave. But if we get 57 woodcutting, we'll be able to unlock the Waka Canoe, which is the only canoe I can make as it does bring you directly to Deep Wilderness. There's only one problem: we do need 57 woodcutting, which is going to be such a grind because the only trees we can chop are normal trees and oak trees. This is going to be many hours of woodcutting. Alright, we just hit 15 woodcutting, didn't take too long, but this is where the grind really starts. I have been fletching the normal logs into arrow shafts, but this is where my fletching journey stops, as I will just be woodcutting. Oh my god, I'm so due for a genie. Finally, give me that lovely 10 crafting XP. Only 4,000 years to go. Okay, so random events and bird's nests are starting to take up a huge portion of my inventory. Just to understand how long I've been here, look at all the random event items. That's what I want to see. Genie number 2 of the woodcutting grind. Shout out to Smokey Zeus, a fellow Ironman brother. He just decided to stop by on this woodcutting grind. By the way, we are 56 woodcutting and he's here to grats us for 57, but unfortunately the tree's fallen. Come on, just give it to me. Chop that log. Please, he's already doing the dance. Hey, 57 woodcutting. Finally, dude, this actually took me at least 10 hours. It had to have taken me 10 hours. I was doing AFK on the side, but damn, we can finally move on. Alright, so as promised, we're going to be doing some Crazy Archaeologist. Now, in this clip, I just finished doing some lava dragons because I was bored and I did want to test my luck at some nice alchemical drops. Since we have Protect from range, we can finally fire strike this guy down.
One eternity later.
Come on, just one more hit. There it is, first official boss kill of the account. And we get potato with cheese. Absolutely freaking horrible. Well, obviously we're not going to be using Fire Strike to kill the Crazy Archaeologist. I've traded in the emblem and I've unlocked the Mystic Hat from the Bounty Hunter store. Now we look like an absolute beast. I've branged the Chaos Runes I bought earlier from the Mage Arena, and we're going to be using Firebolt this time, and it's going to be a lot faster. Show me that rune crossbow, Belloc. Like, there's a million drops that are better than that. I don't even think I can use that herb, but anyways, to pretty much restore prayer, we're just going up to the altar, and yeah, it's pretty much free prayer points. I just realized we can bring telekinetic grabs and use this Zamorak wine here for food, but I don't know, it's just something for the future. This might have to be our last kill for this trip, just because we don't have a lot of Chaos Runes. Jagex, please treat us with a decent drop.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
I was updating my drivers as I was finishing that kill, and we got an Amulet of Power, and my reaction was so good. And of course, the recording corrupts because it restarts my PC in the middle of recording. But there it is. Amulet of Power unlocked. Oh my god, there's a white dot. Please no. Okay, we're good. My kills of the Crazy Archaeologist are quite rusty, but, you know, it's just the new beginning. We finally faced our first challenge, and man, it is exciting to finally be doing some bossing content. Next episode, we're going to be working towards 55 Slayer, and we have a huge agility grind coming our way, which is going to be quite something to look forward to. So, hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you in the next one.